Yo, what's good, people? It's your boy Greed coming at y'all with another video, and I'm actually gonna be talking about some Dragon Ball Z. Uh, I guess you would call it Tenkaichi 4. But in this video, I will be talking about a few things pertaining to the game, mainly the roster, though. Like, where do y'all think this character roster is gonna go? Like, what direction? But without further ado, I'm gonna let the intro play. We're gonna hop right into it. Alright, so I'm not gonna lie, I've been thinking about doing this video for a little while now. It's been like about 5 months since I dropped my previous video. When the whole reveal happened, I was hyped as shit when that game got revealed, dude. I guess for right now we're calling it Tenkaichi 4. But it could very well be called something else. We don't know yet. But I do think that game is gonna be like insanely amazing. Like I can't even describe how crazy that game is about to be, bro. But forget my excitement. Well, don't forget it, but you know. The reason why we're doing this video, as I said, man, previously, what direction is the character roster gonna go, or what direction is the game gonna go, period. So is it gonna be one of those games where we have like how can I put it? Okay, let me put it like this. Will it go in the direction of Rage and Blast or Tenkaichi 3? I think that's a better way to explain it than what I was initially going to say. So, this game, character roster-wise, very much could go either one or two ways. It could go the Rage and Blast way or the Tenkaichi way. Now, granted, Rage and Blast is basically modern Tenkaichi, right? Like it's basically Tenkaichi just modernized and on a later system, or console ahead of time and all of that, right? Better graphics, gameplay smoother, all of that, right? Tenkaichi series came out on the PS2 like all the way back then, and the Rage and Blast series came out around like the 360 PlayStation 3 era, right? So in my personal opinion, if I'm gonna go, well, anything can happen, but like I said, my personal opinion, I would also like to hear y'all opinions down below too as well. Like, how do y'all think this game is gonna turn out? But for right now, what I'm thinking, based off the trailer we got, even though it was just Goku turning Super Saiyan Blue, I think it's gonna go more in the Rage and Blast direction than the Tenkaichi one. And let me further explain what I mean by that. Like I said, obviously they're both technically the same game. It's just the character rosters are very, very different. Now, Tenkaichi had an amazing roster, fucking phenomenal, top one Dragon Ball Z game roster we will ever have in the history of rosters. Now, that's not saying Rage and Blast 2 roster was bad, because it wasn't. I loved it. But this is also another reason why I call it a more so modern Tenkaichi. And technically it was, right? So, Tenkaichi had everything you could ask for. Literally everything. There was no character you probably could want at that time. Remember, guys, this is at that time, PS2 era. GT is well over. The movies are all over. We have all the Dragon Ball Z movies. We have GT's over. Everything's over with Dragon Ball at that time, right? To the point to where when Tenkaichi 3 came out, it had everything a Dragon Ball fan could ask for, character-wise. Like I said, y'all, we're not leaving the roster topic. I'm not talking about story, none of that. I'm talking just straight characters and roster. Bro, you had every Goku you could want, including Kid. You had, okay, let me put it like this. You had every Z character you could want. Every fucking Dragon Ball character you could want or think of. Every GT character that you could want, or at least the cooler ones, right? And I'm pretty sure they had literally every single fucking movie character as well, including people like Tapion, Harudagon, like, you know, people like that, bro. So I think it's crazy that we had all of that in that one game that came out on the PS2. And considering that the latest trailer for the whole Tenkaichi 4 game, or whatever they're gonna call it, they previewed the older Tenkaichi games. They didn't preview Rage and Blast games. They previewed Tenkaichi games. I will say that. I will give it that. It did preview Tenkaichi over Rage and Blast. But like I said, they both stem from like the same like family tree, so it's kind of like the same shit, right? But okay, that's Tenkaichi on one hand. Rage and Blast on the other hand, it had every Z character you could probably ask for, plus the movie characters, right? No GT, no Dragon Ball, just straight. It was Rage and Blast 2 was like if Dragon Ball Z were to have a perfect game, just Z. I'm talking just straight Z. Dragon Ball Z. That was it. The Rage and Blast series was it for Dragon Ball Z. It didn't have nothing GT, Dragon Ball, none of that related. Just strictly Z movies and Z characters all together. Period. That's it. And I liked it for what it was. I love Rage and Blast 2. Honestly, it's still to this day probably one of my favorite anime games of all time. You know, if I'm not saying the Storm series, then Rage and Blast 2 is right behind it, if I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to lie. Rage and Blast 2 is everything to me, dog. But that's not the reason why I'm saying this newer game is going to go in that direction. I'm saying that because, okay, let's be honest, guys. If we're taking into account how companies have been lately and, like, how things have been going for Dragon Ball games lately, you know what, though? I'll give Xenoverse its props. They did their thing with that game. I will say that. Like, that is the perfect, like, I won't say perfect, but that is a really good Dragon Ball Z / Super / GT. Honestly, that game had a lot to it. I'm being honest. Like, character-wise, that roster is actually pretty fucking good. It's just the netcode and all of that other shit kind of sucks on there, so a lot of the players kind of left it. But that roster is fire. Don't get me wrong. Xenoverse 2 has a fire roster, but Xenoverse 2 ain't got nothing to do with this. It's strictly just Rage and Blast and Tenkaichi. Now, the reason why I think Tenkaichi 4 is going to go in the Rage and Blast direction is because it's a more newer game. And that's one reason that might sound dumb, but for whatever reason, bro, with these newer games, they kind of just tend to try to like leave a lot of older stuff out. But I could see them doing that because, like I said, Rage and Blast 2 was the perfect Dragon Ball Z game. Z. Now, Tenkaichi 4 damn near well could be the perfect Dragon Ball Super game. Y'all see where I'm trying to go with this? Like, as of late, honestly, we haven't really had a Dragon Ball game that hasn't had GT in it. So I will applaud them for that because we do have GT in almost every fucking Dragon Ball game till this day. And that's so fucking amazing because I love it. But I think Tenkaichi's 4 roster, and I honestly, I want it to go in the Tenkaichi 3 route, but I think it's going to go, like I said, Rage and Blast 2 route. Why? I don't think we're going to have Dragon Ball characters in that game at all. I personally don't think so. I couldn't be proven wrong. Like I said, this is all just my personal opinion right now and what I'm thinking right now. I don't think there's going to be any Dragon Ball characters in there, and I think we are legit only going to have like 2 GT characters. Maybe 3. Actually, you know what? 5. 5 GT characters. Because who we thinking? Nah, not even 5, bro. Like 2. Or no, 3. Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, Omega Shenron, and then Gogeta. Okay, that's 4. We're probably going to have 4 GT characters, and the rest are going to be Super. I'm calling it right now, y'all. I'm calling it right now. This is going to be a mainly Dragon Ball Super / GT game. Or in plus 4 GT characters. So that means we're going to get all the Dragon Ball Super characters, plus any movie characters. That means the Gammas, Broly, all of that, right? I think Moro's gonna be in this game. I think everybody from the manga is also gonna be in this game. Moro, what was his name? Fuck, bro, his name's not coming to me right now. But the most recent arc, not the superhero one, but the one before that. I can't think of his name for some reason. Fuck, that kind of sucks. But I think he's gonna be in the game. I think we're gonna have Frieza's new transformation in this game. I think everything that we've seen up until this point, like right now, is gonna be in that game. Super wise. I think that game is mainly gonna be like a Super / GT game for sure. Plus movies probably. Or no, I'm almost certain movies are gonna be in it because there's no way they're not gonna have Gogeta. But we have Blue Gogeta now. So, you know what I'm saying? They could definitely do something with that. So Gogeta definitely be in there, no doubt. Sadly, but okay, you know what though? Let me throw movies in the mix too, because a lot of people's favorite characters is from the movies. Like I can't see a Dragon Ball game without Cooler, Janemba, the first Broly, legendary Super Saiyan. I can't see a Dragon Ball game without those characters, bro. They are like people's like favorite villains of all time. So I could definitely see them adding them into the game for sure. But other characters that I'm thinking of, like I don't know. Who am I thinking of, y'all? Like I don't think we're gonna get any Z characters too much. I don't think we're gonna get any like Dragon Ball characters. Well, a lot of Z characters are gonna went into Super, and then obviously, you know, right, we're gonna get all their updated forms and shit like that. But yeah, man, I just don't think we're gonna get too many people like that. Like I don't think the roster is gonna be hella fat like Tenkaichi 3 for whatever reason. I hope it is, but I don't want to hold my hopes so high that I get disappointed when I'm looking at. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to go into it thinking like, oh, bro, their roster, they're going to literally just take Tenkaichi 3's roster and then just add super characters. Which I'm not going to lie, I do agree that I think they should do that. I think they should just take whatever Tenkaichi 3 had and then just expand. But I can very much see that not happening. I can see that not being the thing, if I'm being honest. Like, I could really see that not happening. And it sucks, but it's true. Like, it might just turn out that way. So my next best bet, y'all, is like I said, just like a Rage and Blast 2 type of game. So like I said, how Rage and Blast was strictly just Z, and then like, you know, Z's little what if characters and or the little what if characters they had plus the movie characters, right? I think this game is gonna be similar to that. Strictly Super, probably some GT characters, and some movie characters, right? Some GT characters and some movie characters. Not all of them, but some. It kind of sucks that Rage and Blast 2 didn't have GT characters. I was kind of upset about that when I first played it. I remember all them years back, but honestly, it's cool because I still love that game to death till today. But yeah, man. So I think that's pretty much all I really got to say about the rosters in the game, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Honestly, yeah, I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like, comment, like I said, always say, man, I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this topic, especially because I think about it on a daily, where I've been thinking about it a lot recently. Like, damn, what direction will this game go in? They could just take Tenkaichi 3 and expand on it, or they could just pull a Rage and Blast 2 and make it strictly about one iteration of the series, and not iteration, but you know what I mean, like one vert or whatever of the series, right? Kind of like how Rage and Blast was Z, and then I could see Tenkaichi 4 being just strictly Super, some GT movies, and maybe some what if characters in there too. You know, they gonna have their little fun with it. They gonna have their little fun with it for sure. But I don't see Dragon Ball making it. I don't see some people from Z making. Like, I don't see all of those crazy ass characters from the Tenkaichi 3 roster making it in there. I ain't gonna lie. Like Chi-Chi, Master Roshi, who else, bro? Like Demon King Piccolo's like fucking whatever kid he spit up out of his mouth, bro. The demon, like the demon clan or what, bro. I can't see none of them characters making it in. I'm not gonna lie, I can't. But if they do, I'm not gonna be upset. Hey, I'm gonna fuck with it. But like I said, man, yeah, let me know what y'all think down below. Like, comment, subscribe. I am out this bitch, and I will see y'all in the next one.